Y'all come on in, my kings and queens, my beautiful royal angels, my gorgeous, gorgeous butterflies. Y'all come on in. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button for me and run it up. How y'all doing on this fabulous Friday? I'm not gonna stay long. I just hopped on here to say a few words, baby. Y'all, there's some really, really, real sick people in this world. I can't begin to explain. Like, what I just heard just broke me down, y'all. Like, seriously, it broke me down. You know, how can you, as a mother, y'all come on in. Hey, Cherry, how you doing, beautiful? Y'all, oh my God, it broke my heart. We got some sick parents in this world, real, real sick, ignorant parents in this world. Like, I'm so serious about it. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. And I do have super stickers, super chats, all that good stuff. You know, um, I just seen what his 6 year old was in the hospital fighting for his life. The mother allowed her boyfriend to beat this child for days because allegedly he was supposed to have stolen some money. Oh my God, y'all. It was hard. She really had the audacity to go get her feet and nails done. Do y'all hear me? I cannot stood. Ain't no way I could have stood there and watched nobody beat my child. You're not gonna beat my baby. Thank you, Cherry. You're not gonna beat my baby. Mm-mm. That's what you're not gonna do. And this child was being beat over and over again for hours, y'all. Days. She went to work. I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. I really don't even know what to say to that. Like, wow. Some people don't need no kids. They don't need no children. Mm-mm. Everybody don't need children. Everybody don't deserve children. Yeah, it was the boyfriend, Cherry. It was the boyfriend, honey. She allowed her boyfriend, not even the child. This ain't even the child's father. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, coming up, especially when I had my kids, I was very protective over my children. Very. You know. Um, I didn't have no any and everybody around my babies. Hey Judy, how you doing? It did. Thank you. Um, I ain't played it. They couldn't spend a night at everybody's house. I did not. You got some women that'll use their children as pawns. You know, I never liked those type of women either, because that's some those are bitter women. You got a lot of men out here that want to take care of their kids, but they can't do it because the mama's so bitter because the daddy ain't with her. And she just miserable about whoever else she probably chose in her life to be with. So she want to keep the kids away from the people that really love them. You ain't hurting them, you hurting the child. So if you don't care about hurting your child, that speaks volumes about who you really are and what you truly are. I didn't play them type of games, you know. Um, I'd have had a fit if somebody did something to one of mine. Mm-mm. I just didn't do that. Kids are supposed to be protected, not hurt. You know, you got some people that's selfish. They don't need no kids. They all think about is themselves. They selfish. They're not thinking about what's best for the child. They're thinking about what's best for themselves, how they can benefit from it. And if they're not benefiting from it, then oh well, bump the child. No, that ain't how it works. I think that was just they really need to really throw the book at her. She need to be punished the same way that man is being punished, because how can you as a mother allow someone to hurt your children? How? I don't understand it. Mm-mm. Some things just don't make no sense, y'all. That broke my heart. A 6-year-old little boy. That broke my heart. Oh my God, this baby got blood clots in the lungs, uh, in his head, broken bones. Oh my goodness. Days. We talking about a grown man beating a 6-year-old child, and said she put him in a tub to try to revive him. Y'all, that's ridiculous. Lucille, Lucille. Thank you. Y'all heard her. She said, everybody hit that like button. God is moving by his spirit on behalf of his souls. You better know it. Let me tell you something. My word for the day, it's really sad the world that we're living in. We are, this is hell right here. This is hell right here on earth. The things I see people do, a person's character and their actions gonna tell you a lot about that person. You got some people that are so miserable within themselves and just love chaos and confusion that if you put them in a productive environment, they wouldn't know how to survive because they like to be surrounded by mess and chaos. That's what they like. And they can't stand to see anybody else happy or thriving. They can't. They wouldn't be able to thrive in a real productive environment because they like that type of mess. I ain't never understood it. And that's when you just have to cut yourself off completely from those low vibrational people, places, and things. I don't care who you is. If I see where something is going to, disrupt my spirit or get me, bring me out of character, God has been too good to me. He has been blessing me, and I've been passing every test. You not finna mess up what God got for me by me. I'm not finna do that by acting a fool with you. I move out the way and let God handle you. I will let God take care of you. Because as long as I'm doing what's right, and as long as you doing what's right, God got you. Hey, Connie, how you doing? We all will be held accountable for all of our actions, each and every one of us, me included. So when you want good things to happen and you want those seeds that you've sown to really be productive and just really just be fruitful, you know, you got to plant some good seeds. And a lot of us are not planting good seeds. Some people out here are not planting good seeds at all. All they plant is chaos, confusion, destruction, hatred. These are some miserable demons. These demons is miserable, and they mad because you not failing the way they thought you was gonna fail. You're not sitting there wasting your whole life worrying about drama or arguing with them or giving them any of your good energy. Hey, Christina, honey, I move on. I was finna go live on Facebook. It wasn't intended for me to go live on Facebook because it went to acting up. I don't know. Guess what? I keep on moving. I got more than one source to go where I need to go, and I'll send the link. Y'all, they can come on over here. We need to be over here sometime. Ain't that right, y'all? I'm telling you, you need to get certain things to pray. It's a shame when people would try to mess with your money, your way of living. But see, everything that they put out there for you, it ain't gonna do nothing but boomerang right back to them. Because see, when you covered in the blood of Jesus, I don't care what they try to come up against you with or try to use against you to hold you back or take what you got. They can't touch what you got because what's for you is for you. What's for you is for you. When they say you dig a hole, you might as well dig another one so you can be in there. Hey, baby. Hey, my Rita, how you doing, boo? Girl, just talking about life in general and these crazy mamas. These crazy mamas out here. These parents. These so-called, they ain't parents. I don't know what they call. They need to be, I don't know. This 6-year-old boy, the mama allowed her boyfriend to beat this baby for several days. Several days. And I'm just talking about, how I was growing up. It's just not the same. You got some parents, they'll let anybody do anything to their kids. They use their children as pawns. See, when you catch them like that, they don't need to be, that's some selfish, bitter people. Evil. Just plain old evil. Grow up. I'm telling you, your job is to protect them. Your job is to make sure that your children are nurtured and loved. And it takes a village. Yes, girl, that baby is in the hospital now fighting for his life. The mama went and got her nails and feet done, baby. She went to work, honey. She allowed this man, she left her child in the home with this man so he could beat this baby for several days. 6 years old. Thank you, Lucille. Honey, I had to get me something refreshing, honey, so I can get up and go. Yeah. When I told my kids this, and you can't, you have to be real careful, men and women, of who you have children with. Who you have children with. You got to be careful. And I told my boys, I said, don't go laying down with anybody. Thank you, girl. I'm glowing, girl, because God is so good, Rita. When I tell you, let me tell you something. The enemy tried to get me early this morning, honey. Let me break it on down. Early this morning with some old message. A lot of times people be going through things and they be just unhappy with their own life. And they'll try to, direct that energy to you. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to indulge in that. You ain't even got to respond. I said, not today, Satan. We not doing that. I'm over it. I'm over it. Saying you won't win. God has been blessing me back to back to back to back. Everything that I have to be careful what I speak out of my mouth, because it seems like everything that I've been speaking has been manifesting just like this. Y'all don't even hear me. I've been telling God what I need, and when I tell y'all, God been delivering just like that. When you got some people in your life that love your children, you don't take them away from love so they can be hurt. Let me tell y'all something. When I dated, honey, I didn't let no men meet my children, especially if I wasn't sure the relationship was whether the relationship was gonna last or not. You're not finna meet my kids. You wanna know why? Because number one, they not finna get attached to you. So when we break up, y'all know children go through breakup too. When you break up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your husband or your wife, don't y'all know the children feel the effect of that as well? So you have to be careful of who you allow into your life, into your children's life. And you don't give nobody no permission to be beating on your kids, especially if that is not their children. I ain't play that either. You ain't birthed them. They got daddies. Don't touch my kids. I know how to chastise my own children. Unless you'd have been there from day one. And you ain't been there from day one, and then you don't do that. I don't know you well enough like that for you. Because they can be mad at you and want to take it out on the child. They can not like who you had a baby by and take it out on the child because they jealous. So you just have to really be careful about everything that you do. Let me turn this up. She popped right beside me with that music. Y'all hearing the music? I do not own no rights. Let me turn this up. Y'all see Rita up in here, baby. We gonna be on that train later on. Y'all already know how we do. We gonna be on that train, baby. But it's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. And a person's character will tell you everything that you need to know about them. All you got to do is just sit back and watch. Stop giving these folks credit that they did not earn. Hey, Heather, baby. Watch them. Eventually, who they really truly are is going to surface. And when people show you who they are time and time again, you better believe it. So I'm the type, I don't listen to what everybody say. I just have to see for myself. I have to know you for myself. And when I find out for myself about you, I base that on my judgment of what I got from you, because everybody might not get the same thing. Everybody ain't lying on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's getting close to time of my son's death anniversary. The visual that they give and all that stuff right there. This is a tough time for me. So I don't have time for nobody else's foolishness. I don't care who it is. family member, whatever. Do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, God gonna have the last say so. Sometimes you just have to go on and do things the way you need to do it, baby, in order to keep peace within yourself and in order for your spirit to not be disrupted by miserable, evil people. But y'all, we got to protect these kids. That's your job, especially as a mother. I never deprived my children of the love from their grandparents, their uncles, their aunties. I was very protective over them, but I never deprived them of that love from them because, baby, I got a family that's going to pitch in and help you raise your children. I was grateful for all the help that I received with mine. All the way down to my stepmama, honey. Love her to pieces. Wouldn't trade her for nothing in the world. Awesome stepmamas. And that's the truth. Awesome stepmamas, y'all. Love my kids. Will step in at any time for my children. I never deprived them of nothing when it came to them. Nope. Because that would have been selfish. Because then I'm making it all about me. It's got to stop being all about you. It stopped being about you when you give birth. When you give birth to these kids, it's no longer about you. Don't nobody owe you nothing. People will do because of the love they have for your children. Be grateful if you got that in your life. Because a lot of people wish that they had that and don't. Wish that they had somebody to care. Wish that they had somebody to come in and help them. And they don't. I was grateful for my help, baby. And still is. My mama is my baby. My mama. My youngest child. He don't want to be nowhere else but with my mama. He will come and visit me in the summertime, holidays, Christmas. He'll come and visit me. But talking about to really just come and live, child, he ain't finna leave his grandmama. No. And guess what? I would never take him away from my mama. And my mama would never take my child away from me. I could get my baby at any time I want to, but I know what's best for my child. My mama has done an awesome and superb job with my son. My mom goes over and beyond for my son. My son is on all of my mama benefits. He's spoiled, y'all. Spoiled. She'll tell him she ain't finna do something, and I'll be like, she gonna do it. And she do it. She might fuss. And I said, my mama, you got him like the way he is. He love his grandmama. He rock with me now, but he love his grandmama. She can cuss him out. She can whatever. He love his grandmama. I would never take that away from her. Never. That's what keeps her going. That's what keeps her going. Her grandchildren. My nephews, them grandbabies, they love their grandmama. They don't even want to go home to their own mama. Don't none of our children want to go home. You see what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to have a mother like that. That when I first moved to Georgia, she said, no, because I didn't want no anybody keeping my children, because y'all see people do some ugly stuff to children. She said, I got him. Get yourself, do what you got to do. My middle son, he was young, like 8 years old. He know how to rock and roll with me. He could talk, you know. He was in school. So that's the one that rocked with me. But I had help with my children. And I'm so grateful for that. And my job was to protect them. I didn't leave my kids no anywhere. They tell you, we was with our mama all the time unless she had to go to work. And sometimes I done took my kids to work with me. My kids was with me. I never needed nobody to keep my children unless they just wanted to, like, go with their grandmama or their granddaddy. But if I was just dropping my kids off so I can go hit the club, that wasn't me. I wasn't doing that. My kids, I'd rather spend time with them. Auntie Judy in here. Yeah, Judy in here. I'd rather do that. I had help. And I thank God for that help. My youngest, his daddy's side of the family. Wonderful auntie. Wonderful cousins. His auntie don't play no game, baby. When I had to have that baby, she was at the hospital. She would be there for doctor's appointments. And when you get people in your life like that, you appreciate it and you cherish that and you tell God, thank you. He sent you some help. Right there with me. When I gave birth, right, she right there. Right there. Judah said, look at God. You are a blessing to many, sister. Attention, Sister Trauma. Ain't she a blessing? You not only manifest your platform, but you serve as a... Come on, honey. You better say it. I love me some Sharita. You know, I really do. Sharita has a very huge heart. Caring, but she don't play no games. She gonna defend herself. But she has the most beautiful heart ever. You ever just really took time to know her, you will see that she's a beautiful person, willing to help anybody. Will go to will go in just with help, willing to help others. She don't want to be around here responsible. Come on, y'all, let's go show some support. And that's what it's all about. Don't you know I love having somebody like that on my team? We sisters. That's what it is. And a lot of people don't like to see that. They can't stand to see other people getting along. They don't want to see nobody happy. Hey, Sandra, baby. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. They don't want to see nobody happy. They can't stand to see that. They be like, oh, she getting along. They getting along. They ain't arguing. They ain't cussing each other out. Because we know how. And they be mad. So we be like, what we finna do? What's the game plan? How can I help you? How can I, let me come over here and support your page. Whether I'm over here for 30 minutes or an hour, the full hour or whatever. It might be 10 minutes. But let me come and show my support. Let me come in and say, hey, that's what it's all about. Support those that support you. Stop, what they say, looking to give for us in the face. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that what it is? Y'all heard Rita, she said, hit that like button and run it up. Hit that like button and run it up. For sure. We got to do better when it comes to these children, y'all. It's so much. I seen what they was, it was a graduation, y'all. And they fired up the graduation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on now. What's really going on? We are up under a spiritual warfare. We going through spiritual attacks, y'all. It's all spiritual. Because that devil is really mad because a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up, and a lot of these demons are being exposed right before your face, right before your eyes. They are being exposed that they are not who they say they are. The enemy keep getting that mask taken off his face. You are not who you say you are. Your character gonna show, because you can only act a certain way. Acting, you can only do that for a certain length of time, but the real you got to come out. You want to know why? Because that's what's really down inside of you. You can't fake what's really inside of you. You can pretend all day long, but eventually you get tired of pretending. Somebody gonna find, because you're gonna slip up somewhere when you pretending to be something or somebody that you're not. Because what's really, really down inside of you, the true you, your true character, it's gotta come out. It's gonna come out. Because that's you, who you are. If you're a wonderful person, you can't help but to be that wonderful person. Yeah, you might get mad at somebody, But that truth that's really down in you, it's gonna come right back on out. That wonderful you, smiling. Okay. That's what's up. So y'all, let's just keep these prayers up for these. Hey Nicole B, for these children and for these ignorant mamas and these some of these ignorant daddies, because you got some daddies that ain't even studying the kids, but then you got some that want, if you want your children and you know they'll have a better life with you, men, step up to the plate and do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You don't want to be reading about your children in no newspaper. You don't want to be seeing your children, hearing about a horrible news story on the news about your child. I've seen it too many times. You pull the bullseye on them. Chinchama is the first content creator that has a wrench on another sister page. Overcome a trend self. You better know it and do. I love her to pieces. I wouldn't trade her for them, baby. Stand 10 toes down for her. That way, that part, and definitely in that order. All day long. See, I don't know what they be talking about. We love Rita, but we be hopping on that train, baby. I be like, give me my pillow, my cigarettes, and my drink. We finna get on this train and ride. You know? Yeah. And I love the other topics you've been having recently, especially on Peach. I've been watching it, and it's good that she's being transparent about her journey, because a lot of times people want to actually think that we got this perfect life. No, we don't. I don't know nobody that do. I'm gonna speak for myself. I ain't got no perfect life, y'all. I go through things just like anybody else. And for her to say she's finally finding herself and trying to find her, I know what that feels like. A lot of us women know what that feels like. And you done had a baby. You go through so many feelings and emotions, even while you're pregnant, especially after you had a baby. I had 2 C-sections, y'all, and them C-sections ain't no joke. When I tell y'all what I had, going back to what I said again, I had help, baby. When I thought I was going to be able to go home and do it by myself, I was right there in my mama house, y'all. I couldn't even, hey, Serenity, baby. I couldn't even lay down in a bed. I had to sleep on a sofa. And my mama was working at the time, and my sister was there. And this is with my last child. So I would be like, Mama, I get up and get him. She's like, no, you rest. You rest. My mama got up with them doing them different feedings, and she had to be to work. But my mama and my sister did that for a whole month or 2 months. They did that. They wouldn't let me do nothing. They wanted me to heal. Y'all know how priceless that is. My middle child, his daddy, his daddy, my sister-in-law, my aunt. And that one was really emotional one, because I went through postpartum depression with that one. But they was there to help me. They was there to help get me through it. You know. So when you got that, don't be ungrateful. Be appreciative of all the blessings and just abundance that God places in your life, and the great and awesome people that he put in your life to help you along the way on your journey. Because when you don't, that's like a slap in God's face. That's really like a slap. So just appreciate the people you have and love on your children. Don't let it be about you. Let it be about them. Everything you do for them. That way, that part, and definitely in that order. I love y'all.